Good morning, everyone. It is day 7 on the Benton Mackaye trail. We're just heading out from the lodge, and after a really good breakfast, a restful night's sleep, shower laundry, not real laundry. We had to do the our clothes in the bathtub. There was a gas leak at the laundry facility and they had it all shut down, but we're relatively clean and cleaner clothes, smelling good. We've got, I don't know, between 16 and 18 miles to do today. Weather forecast isn't that great. We might get rained on today. Certainly tomorrow at this point, it looks like it's going to be kind of an ugly day. So we're not looking forward to that. But man, I'll tell you, a night in a real bed after a week out on the trail and a shower just kind of rejuvenates you. Although it's funny, whenever you come into town or a hotel, you're typically coming downhill with an empty pack, and then you're leaving going uphill with a full pack. So, but you also have filled up spirits and filled up belly. So we had a good time. Okay, so that was a pretty tough 1.5 mile climb up out of Fontana. Probably 670, almost 700 feet of elevation gain per mile, which is quite steep. It's been a bit overgrown, and I kind of think outside the Smokies, this is kind of going to be par for the course. For the rest of this, I think it'll be less traveled than even in the Smokies. So, first 6 days, we busted out 96 or 98 miles, something like that, to Fontana. And the lodge is just outside the Smokies. Once you get to the dam, you're out of the national park. And it was tough. Starting southbound is a challenging way to do this trail. I think it's much more gentle of a start if you start in Georgia at Springer. We got a nice little climb here going. You've probably got, I don't know, 3 really big climbs. The first one is what we did that first day. And they're, 5 to 6 miles long of just straight up, and you're really pushing it. No switchbacks, just lots of climbing. And the rest of the time, it's kind of rolling hills. Sometimes it's quite pleasant. Sometimes it's a little challenging, but not too awful. So overall, I would say the Smokies was a lot of fun, challenging, and a good way to get this hike kicked off. It's nice getting the first third done. You're always a little apprehensive, at least I am, starting a new trail, wondering if you have what it takes, even with as many miles as I have. And Dell's quite accomplished as well. He's done the Bartram Trail, the Foothills Trail, lots of long ass sections on the AT. So he's doing really well. He's a beast. Here's a micro reflector. Not sure what that is. Maybe some sort of cell signal. So, Smokies, great great water sources throughout. We rarely had to take more than a liter at a time. You're constantly coming across a water source or multiple water sources every 4 or 5 miles. So that's pretty awesome. We went by Lookout Rock back there a ways, maybe a mile back. And Lookout Rock is supposed to have just a fantastic view of Lake Fontana and the dam. However, we didn't have a view today, so I didn't show it to you. In the Smokies, we saw 1 bobcat, 3 snakes, 1 bear. One of those snakes was a timber rattler that Dale almost stepped on. He stepped about a foot from it, and the snake never sounded off. And he was a big daddy too. I think he was full with a recent meal, and so he was happy just digesting in the sun. We each had 1 tick crawling on us. Dell has long pants that are treated with permethrin through insect shield. I have shorts, socks, and shoes that are treated. But still, we each had a tick crawling on us. 1 tick over that much brush. I'm not complaining. So I'm not sure what today entails, how long we're going to go. We have chance for afternoon thunder showers, so we might try to get to camp and set up before that all happens. Could get rained on this morning too. We'll just see. We do hit, I'm going to say this wrong, I think Tapoco Resort, probably right around lunchtime. We're pretty full from the breakfast buffet, so right now we don't need lunch, but we might stop, especially if it's raining, and see what they have to offer. Swish, swish. Slow down mountain trail. Tough climb up here, but man, is it beautiful. Oh. Not sure where the trail goes. There's not many indications. Maybe down that way? I doubt that. Huh. I'll have to figure it out. So at those power lines, the trail disappears, but we picked a route that connected us back up. It was very, very steep. What do you think about that, Dale?
It was a roller coaster. Downhill roller coaster.
Dale was practicing his glissading.
Doing slalom skiing without skis.
So now we got a pretty deep descent. This morning has been quite steep up and down and all around. I think we're both scratched up from thorn bushes. No berries on them to pick, to eat, to replenish our lost blood, but whew. So far the weather's holding out, and we have not got dumped on yet, so that's nice. It's actually, sun has come out a little bit. It is sweltery. We're, I don't know, maybe 4 miles into the day. We got 5 miles to go till we hit this restaurant. And we'll see what happens at that point. There's water in about 2 miles that we'll probably stop at. Water's kind of scarce, although obviously we can get it at the restaurant if we needed it. So, and then we got to decide how much of this big climb that we have set up mostly for tomorrow right now, but we're a little bit ahead of schedule to tackle today. I think it's about a 5 or 5.5 mile up tomorrow that's similar to what we had on day one at the very beginning. This can be very, very challenging. And to hit some of that today, even though it would be at the end of our day, would take off a chunk for tomorrow, which at this point, tomorrow looks pretty ugly with the forecast. So it might be wise to bite off a bit of that mountain so we're not having to lumber up it in the rain so much. Always got to have a strategy. Benton Mackaye Trail in the summer. Finding the path is sometimes challenging, so you just walk through and hopefully you come out on the other side where you need to be. Constant tick checks. We've gone through several long sections of tall grass like that where the trail is not apparent, and you just trust you'll be able to pick it up somewhere on the other side. One thing to note, Dell and I were doing we had a pretty aggressive schedule through the Smokies, and if you don't have a whole lot of experience hiking long trails, doing 17, 18 miles a day might not be the wisest thing. I think resupply midway through the Smokies would be challenging though. I don't know exactly how you would do it. We sent a resupply box to Fontana and we did 6 days, which is a pretty heavy carry. I don't know how you'd carry much more than that. But it is a challenging trail. So if you're new to long distance backpacking, you might want to shorten those days a bit because they are hard. If you've trained up pretty well before it, go for it. What do you know? We are on the trail. Dell was saying that he's gotten some emails stating the BMT wants to become a national scenic trail. Well, this is not a good look for that. It's one of those times on the trail where I questioned myself, why do I do this? And the answer is it's challenging. It's really nice to be out in the woods. And it's great to do something hard. We were laughing earlier because a lot of times we complain and cuss all during the hike, and then we get in the tent and say, man, that was a fun day. I guess it's type 2 fun. But man, it sure can wreak havoc on the mind when you're doing it. And you expend. Okay, so That's what happens when you film. I'll get back with you. So I picked myself up from my fall. Yeah, you know, the things I go through for you guys, I'll tell you. Normally, I'd be hiking with Chica, and she would have been the one that fell because she's filming. If you're watching this, babe, I love you, and I miss you. Dell's a great hiking partner, though. We're having a good old time. Coming into Tapoco Lodge area, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, US 129. You can hear cars in the background, and we're right alongside of a mountain, a trail. So it's quite picturesque and nice trail. And just as the rain begins to fall, we hit Tapoco Lodge across the creek there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Ooh, you can feel the heat radiating off this blacktop. Ooh. Might have to inquire about a room.
I know how you find. I was thinking the same thing.
There goes my budget.
We're right on schedule from our original plan. We stopped right around here.
The problem is tomorrow's all day rain too, so if tomorrow was clear, I don't know, we can talk about it.
Got enough food to eat here.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, glamp hiking or not glamp camping, glamping, but so we're at the Tapoco Lodge, and this is our room. We got kind of two little separate private rooms with a door between them, and so that's that. We decided after 10 miles that we deserved a break. So we're gonna stay the night, 2 nights in a row. They do have laundry here, which is awesome. So.
Did you say we're gonna stay 2 nights in a row?
Okay, this is the Tapoco Lodge, historic Tapoco Lodge. This place is pretty sweet. So here's the lobby.
Here you go, look, we got this one.
You got a gift store over there. Restaurant. Beautiful fireplace.
You want more?
Sitting area here.
Meemaw should have some of these in her.
Got a nice sitting area there. You got Dale walking out over there looking for something to buy. There's a bar area in here. I think we'll be using those waters for tomorrow.
Look, there you go. You got all those. A lot.
You got a nice bookshelf with games to play. More sitting area, stairs to rooms. There's all day and all night coffee over here, which is pretty good. And then I'll show you the outside. There's a beautiful sitting porch and a restaurant below. So this is the outdoor patio with a beautiful view of the Chihuahua River and then the restaurant.